Welcome to the Faith, Health, and Home Digital Podcast. I am your host, MaryJBlige. Here we share information and resources for physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being to help families live an inspired lifestyle and encourage healthy living. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Makiba.
Hi, Mary. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us today on Faith, Health, and Home. We appreciate you.
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Mary J Blige is here with us today to talk about Breast Cancer Awareness Month and for us to help people, help Black women actually become their own health advocates, especially when it comes to receiving their annual mammogram. Did you know that Black women are 40% more likely to die from breast cancer than other cultures? So Mary J Blige is here to talk about the Power of Sure, a new campaign with the Black Women's Health Initiative to educate Black women on the importance of those mammograms. Thank you so much again for joining me today, Mary.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Now, we know that you are a busy woman. You're a Grammy Award-winning artist. You are a Golden Globe and Oscar-nominated actress. Tell us, with your busy schedule, how is it that you incorporate prioritizing your health as a Black woman into your schedule, and how did you learn about the importance of getting an annual mammogram?
Well, it's extremely important to me because I always, my health, I have to incorporate it into everything I do because without my health, I can't do anything. I would say your health is your wealth. Your health is the way you go out and make a living. Your health is the way you take care of your children. Your health is the way you take care of yourself. So it's extremely important to me. And, I was a grown woman when I found out about what a mammogram was. And, that's because, in our African American families and strong Black women, we don't speak about those things, in our families. And I never heard about a mammogram until, being a grown woman. And my position and my role with the Power of Sure and Hologic is to get the word out about how important the mammograms are and how your health is your wealth, and we need to know instead of to not know.
Yes, absolutely. And we know your platform for encouraging Black women, for inspiring Black women. So this is actually a perfect match for you. Tell us how important this is to you, what it means to you to be the spokeswoman for this initiative. And tell us specifically what message that you hope to relay to your audience, to Black women across the country, in regards to the importance of getting those breast cancer screenings.
Well, this message is extremely important to me in getting it out because I've had 3 amazing women in my family pass away from breast cancer. I'm from different types of cancer. My grandmother passed from cervical cancer. One of my aunts passed from breast cancer, and I had an aunt recently just pass away from lung cancer in the last 2 months. So it's important that I get this message out to, women, period, how important your mammogram is, because a mammogram can save your life. And I'm just so grateful to be teamed up with the Power of Sure and Hologic and getting this message out, because if I can, do it with my music, I don't think it was just all about my music. I think it was just about being a voice to help people, to get healed and be better. So, yeah, that's what that is.
Absolutely. Now, you just said that you were a grown woman when you first heard about mammograms. Tell us about your first mammogram experience. How did that go for you?
It went great, actually. It wasn't it was a little uncomfortable, and I think the most uncomfortable part is just not knowing, what you're going to find out, how's it going to go before you get in there. And so once I got in, to the office, there was a couple of squeezes, down, and just, a little discomfort. But other than that, it was easy and it wasn't painful at all.
And thank you for answering. And the reason why I asked you that is because we know that, your latest artist or your latest release was Strength of a Woman. We know you talk about strength. We know you talk about faith and power. And we know that women oftentimes, especially black women, we're nervous to go get that mammogram. We think that, we don't know what to expect, as you said. So, we need to know if Mary J. Blige can do it. She said it was, it wasn't this painful thing, that she was able to get through it. She had the strength to get through it. We can definitely do it as well. So thank you for sharing your personal experience with going to get your first mammogram screening. Now, tell us where we could find more information about the Power Assure initiative that you are the spokeswoman for this month, that we can get information on breast cancer screenings, how to get one near you, anything in regards to breast cancer. Let us know that website.
Okay, go to besure.bwhi.org.
Thanks for that. And I also want to ask you lastly, we know we have black women out here who, as you said, they may be losing loved ones to breast cancer. They may be going through breast cancer themselves. What words of inspiration would you like to give right now to those women, those black women who are out there? They may have felt a lump and they may be hesitant to go to the doctor. They may be hesitant to ask those questions. What advice or encouragement would you like to give to black women right now during this Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
Well, I want to say if you're a black woman in your 40s, it's time to schedule your mammogram now. And if you felt a lump or something, you need to tell someone you trust, because I believe silence can be deadly in this situation, and you don't want to end up in a hospital, with 3 weeks to live or 5 weeks to live because you didn't want to say anything or you were ashamed to look like not a strong woman. You are a strong woman, and you need your health to continue to be a strong woman. So that's my message.
Thank you so much for that encouragement. Now, lastly, before we go, we know that you have so much going on right now. You're doing your TV show, which is phenomenal. You're doing a great job with that. We know that you were just recently announced to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Let us know what words or what type of empowerment are we going to see from you from this show in regards to black women? Because this is a huge platform, we know, a varied audience, but we're going to have those black women. We're going to be watching as well, tuning in. So what type of empowerment do you have in store for us?
I think the empowerment is just, being able to have made it to this point in my life. It took strength to get here. It took perseverance. It took tears and blood and just fighting against fear, going to get my mammogram, going to get my annual checkups for my whole body, making sure I'm healthy to end up in a position where God continues to shower me with opportunities and blessings. So I'm going to go back to the point where I said, you're not a weak person if you speak out and say, I need help, or, go get a mammogram. That's the strength. The strength is our health. And I'm a healthy woman that has gone through a lot, still going through, but coming out on the other side. And, I'm blessed. That's not really, just being a person that, a woman on that stage, with all those men in that announcement is just a blessing in itself. And that's power. That's female power right there.
Absolutely. You definitely are a role model, a shining light for myself as well as all black women around the world. And we appreciate everything you've done and all that you will continue to do.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Nice talking to you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Faith, Health, and Home digital podcast. For transcripts of this episode and others, visit our website at faithhealthandhome.com. Also, be sure to subscribe to our podcast and connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you again for joining us.